Hello, and welcome back to my podcast, Hidden Truths of Life. I've been doing a lot of thinking lately, and I realized I'm a loser. And I'm glad I am. I lose all the time. Recently, I lost my negative mindset and gained a positive one. I lost my comfortability in being stationary in life, and I gained the ability to move forward and progress with myself and my life. I lost the people that told me I'd never be able to do what I dream of doing, that I should give up and go for something more realistic. And in doing that, I gained people that envision the same goals I have and are willing to help me get there. See, from the day that we begin to process our own thoughts and beliefs, we hold the power to create whatever life we want. Sometimes you have to be in the wrong place to know where the right place is. For example, if you're working part-time at a fast food restaurant, making minimum wage, and you feel like you were made for bigger and better things, well, that's because you were. You're in the wrong place if you don't believe that's where you were meant to be. If you find yourself feeling like you're stuck there, you're not, I promise. You might say, well, I want to make a difference with my voice, but I can't afford a sitter 5 days a week. For my children, well, there are always options. If you don't have friends or family that can watch your children, you could get a weekend job at a factory, making around $18 an hour, 3 to 4 days a week. Then you'll be able to afford a sitter, and you'll have more free time to start creating your life through your dreams. Remember, where you are, it's only temporary. It does not have to be permanent. You will get where you want to be. It just takes so much effort. More than a lot of people are willing to give. Sometimes we feel like we have to look under every rock, search through every bit of brush on the road. We feel like that's how we have to do to find the key. The answer to the way to get where we want to go. We already have the keys. You may feel fear, scared to take that leap, because so many things could go wrong. You have so much on the line, so many things to lose. That may even make you feel like the payoff isn't worth it, but with so many things to lose, it's worth taking a shot for something that could be the biggest and best reward you'll ever receive, just for going above and beyond and taking that leap. There's a quote I've always loved. It goes, 30 years from now, you'll be more disappointed by the things you didn't do. So what I would say if anyone asked for advice or for the encouraging words they need to take that leap of faith, it would be that if you leap and fall, you can climb back up and try again until you get it right. But you always have to try, because if you try and fail, you know you have another chance. You won't regret it. But if you don't try, you will regret it, because you will always regret the things you didn't do. We all have the answers to get the life and reality that we want, but we think it's going to be a lot harder than it is. We don't think we have the tools. We think we need to search for them down the beaten path most of the time. It's almost like the universe is sitting back, chuckling, while we run around with keys in our pockets looking for a sledgehammer to break the door down. Recently, I decided I wanted to get back in shape, so I went out to the local park to run a mile. After doing some of my weight training, and I ran that mile, and I felt great, energized even, so I decided, instead, I'll go ahead and do 2 miles. The next time, I ran 2, and again, I felt great, so I decided to run 3. Each time, it's the same. It's hard. Hell yeah, it's gonna be hard. But everything in this life worth having is hard to get. See, it would be so much easier to just stay inside and play my favorite video games or watch my favorite horror movies for the 100th time instead of going out there and giving all of my energy and effort. However, if I did that, I would start immediately losing what I worked so hard for, because everything worth having in life is hard to get, but easy to lose. See, in order to succeed in anything in life, it's going to take dedication. Dedication is going above and beyond every single day. Dedication is when you run every day, and then one day it starts raining. See, most people would turn around, go back inside, but you go out the door with your rain jacket and you run anyway, telling yourself that nothing can stop me. I'm gonna do this. I am the strongest. I will not be defeated. Dedication is giving your all for what you want, no matter who or what stands in your way. Dedication is telling yourself you're done eating unhealthy food. You go to the store and you see a big bag of strawberry-only Starburst. But because you're dedicated, you walk right past them like they aren't even there. Everything worth having in life requires dedication. See, a lot of people think life's not fair, but honestly, life teaches us we have to work hard to live the life that we want, by making good things hard to get and easy to lose. I often found myself wondering, why does it seem like nothing in life feels like it's easy? And eventually I realized that making the good things in life so hard to reach is life's way of teaching us early that in order to enjoy ourselves and live the best life we possibly can, we're going to have to try hard and work hard for everything we want. When you think about it, nothing that's easy to get is ever going to change your life. You find that you might have fun with it, find it amusing, time-consuming. You may even see it as a good way to kill time, but you're doing just that. Killing time. Murdering it. Wasting it. It will always be easier to choose the more difficult option of the two, in the grand scheme of things at least. Because if you choose the harder option, then down the road you'll be happily successful, living the life that you always wanted with no regrets. But if you choose the easier option at that moment in time, later down the road you'll find yourself still living unhappily at a job you don't want, with no money and no time to do anything. Because you see, at the time that was the easier decision, but the harder one is always easier to make, because in the long run you end up so much happier. Every bad thing in life, it's all temporary. In fact, the only thing in life that's not temporary, that is permanent, is that you are in control. I repeat, you will always be in control, and nothing other than that is permanent. If you decide you want to make a new career choice, so you go to school. Go get the education. You don't like the class you're in. Well, remember, that class is only temporary. You don't like where you're living, or you're stuck in an abusive household and you can't stand it anymore. Remember, it's only temporary. You will get out, because that's in your control. When you become an adult, you can go, and you never have to look back. Say you feel like you're stuck in a rut. You're down on your luck. You just had surgery. It's got you out of work for 6 months. Yes, that really sucks. I understand. I've been there. But it's only temporary. You will be back on your feet. You can just never give up. And you always have to work as hard as possible. So in closing, I wanted to say, you've always had, and you always will have, the keys to the doors that you want to walk through into your new happy life. There will be downsides in life, but you have to lose sometimes to be a winner. So go out there, give it all of your energy, give it all of your effort, and achieve your life goals. Create the future that you want, and don't ever let anything or anyone on this earth stop you, no matter what. Have a good day. Thank you for listening.